Hey guys, welcome back to the MangaMark channel. Today I am watching One Piece episodes 315 and 316. I know that after these couple of episodes there is, I believe, 3 episodes of filler. So I watched these two. Obviously I watched the filler in my own time, but then I'll be back in the next video with 320 with that one. So we're getting the last episode, we got a couple of bombshells dropped on us. Luffy's family were revealed. It turns out that not only is his grandfather a very well known and respected Marine Vice Admiral called Monkey D. Gap, who we met a long time ago, also his dad is the most wanted man in the world, is the leader of the Revolutionary Army, who wants to take down the world government, and is the man that saved us in Logtown a long, long time ago, Monkey D. Dryan. The writing, the foreshadowing, I've been kind of looking back after that episode. I was looking back to see things, to see if I could see little hints or little things that were mentioned, like back to the episode in Logtown and back to the kind of talk with Aokiji, because Aokiji mentioned Luffy's grandfather, and obviously stated that, that was basically the reason that he let Luffy off the hook, was because of his granddad, right? So Aokiji obviously has some sort of relationship with Gap, okay? And then the other one was the episode where Gap trains Coby and Helmeppo. And it's interesting to watch it with the knowledge to be like, so Gap overheard the conversation Coby and Helmeppo were having about Luffy. And at the time you would think, oh, he doesn't seem angry, he doesn't seem upset that he's declaring that he's friends with this pirate. He seemed quite happy about it. It makes so much more sense now when you realise, that he realised that this kid that he's took under his wing is going to train is actually friends with his grandson. So it's a nice, it worked out well for him, right? That is awesome. The storytelling, the long form storytelling in this series is insane. It's so damn good, right? At this point, guys, I don't know what's going to happen here. We're back in Water 7. Frankie made his declaration that he's going to build us a ship using the same wood that was used to build Goldie Roger's ship that Tom did. So that was declared in the last episode, but that kind of got overshadowed by all the kind of Luffy's family stuff. But it's really cool that that's what's going to happen. Like, Frankie's going to build this ship. Obviously, I can't wait to see what it's going to turn out like, right? Because in my mind, I'm like, oh, wait a minute, right? He's Tom's apprentice, but the only ships that we've seen Frankie actually building were all those crazy, the crazy ships he built that Spandam used to attack the world government ship. So God knows how this ship's going to look by the end of this. But I'm very much looking forward to it and seeing. It's weird. It's like that way where I'm like, it feels weird not continuing with Mary, but at the same time, I want to see what it's going to be. I need to accept it. I need to accept that Mary's gone, and we need to move on here, right? I feel like I'm going through Usopp's thought process in this arc. But yeah, so that's where we are. Everything's been thrown into there, right? Luffy's family revealed. Garp is here with Coby and Helmeppo. The fact that Kobe's there and having interactions with Luffy and Zoro again, just, oh my god, it's just, I thought that we were going to calm down after all of the Enies Lobby stuff, and then it just bang, here we go, right, straight into this here. A bunch of info in the last episodes. It was just, I had to kind of process it after I'd finished recording. But yeah, let's get into these episodes here. Let's see what's going to happen next. Because at this point, I don't know. Anything could happen in these episodes at this point. I really don't know. But yeah, guys, if you're new to the channel, please consider subscribing. join me on my One Piece journey. Everyone that has comes back, watches, comments, likes the videos. Thank you guys so much. I really appreciate it. And yeah, let's get straight in here. Episode 315. Let's do it. Oh, he's letting us off the hook. Like, he's a good granddad. I just came along with these two. Oh, he's letting Coby and Homepo stay behind. Be more reluctant to say goodbye. Oh my god, I love this relationship. Oh, everyone's so confused by it. Yeah, you can see the resemblance. We didn't cross reverse mount. But I thought that it was in the... Yeah, we saw it in the newspaper, that Luffy saw Coby in the newspaper, I remember that. Article was a lie. Oh! Oh, some government secrets from Coby here. Let's go. That's right, I forgot that we experienced that the first time we got there. Yeah, it was a bad time. They spread stones. Oh, they use sea prism stones on the ship, and that keeps... Ah. Oh, who's listening to this? Of course it's Nami. Of course it's Nami. We can use this, Nami. We can use this information. Luffy's not going to retain this. Yeah, she's trying to snoop Chimney. Yeah, exactly. Don't shout that, Nami. You'll always find Dr. Vegapunk, a Navy scientist. Wait a minute, let me... I need to take, like, these episodes, I'm taking so much notes. Okay, oh. Okay, so he sounds interesting. I'm just so glad that Nami's listening to this, because Luffy's going to forget all this information. This is a nice moment here. Yeah, Luffy can see how far he's coming. You know, he's improved so much from when Luffy last saw him. In every aspect. Kobe's just a nice guy. Oh, the Nami. Okay. I like that from Nami. She's like, right, this is personal thing for Luffy Coby here. I'm not going to listen anymore. Respect that. Do you know what the second half of the Grand Line is called? What's it called, Coby? People call it the last sea that lies beyond the red line by another name. Okay. The New World. Oh. Oh. What happened there? Okay. The tone changed there. We go. Oh, so is that what Garp was talking about? It's like the people, like the four emperors? Is that the place where they kind of reside? Keep getting stronger, Coby. What's he going to become? Okay. Okay, Coby. Looking at his progress in this short a time, you can do it. Yeah. Luffy believes in you, Coby. Doesn't matter. This is the man who's going to be the king of the pirates. Oh, look at Zoro as well. I like that there. Go for it, Coby. Go for those dreams. That's what Luffy said to you in like the first episode. Do it. Ah, Zoro. Come on, man. Oh. It makes me sad when I see Coby, Garp, Smoker, and you see there's actually these really awesome people in the Marines. And then you know what the rest of it's like. come on, Helmepo, like, just get. Didn't you just create another crazy enemy? Yeah, Zoro sees it. Zoro sees the potential. Ah, I love how much the two of them just have faith in him. It's good to see. Yeah. I wonder if you realise how the world sees what happened. Oh, so, like, yeah, this is what I was wondering. How have they reported this? Because of the way they covered up Alabasta? They brought down CP. Yeah, see, that's what I was thinking. What's going to be made public? Well, that makes sense. Yeah, they can't say that. So they announced that Luffy basically destroyed Eni's lobby, even though he didn't really. They done it to themselves. Oh, even Helmepo is starting to. Oh my god, Gap. Oh, I love this character, and I've only seen him for like 2 episodes or something. He's awesome. Oh, barbecue, man. Oh, I'm starving. Don't show me this. The anime food, man. Yes. Sogeking shows up for the barbecue. Oh, Sanji still can't get over the Kokoro thing. Frankie family. Oh my god, is this going to turn into a party? Oh yes, the tradition now. We need to have a party. Is that the Giants? Oh, it's Sodom and Gomorrah. Thought it was the Giants coming. Oh no, they are okay. They are there. Right, that's awesome. This is great. This is fantastic. Oh my god, he's singing the Sogeking song. Is that not similar to the kind of platform he was singing on at the end of Along Park? Oh my god, the Giants in Sodom and Gomorrah have like giant skewers, giant mugs for their beer. That's great. Robin's just kind of taking it all in. Yeah, it's all happening. Who's that? What? Oh my god, give me a break, guys. Give me a break. Sure you would have escaped from CPL. Okay. I give these. Don't bring up Saul, man. Please don't show me this scene again. Oh, he's a close friend of Aokiji, and he had to kill him. That's tough, man. I want to watch this again. After 20 years, you seem to have no. Okay. Of all things, I thought you. This kind of explains a bit more why he was doing what he was doing, like giving the Buster call to Spandam and stuff. I think he's probably going to just let us go here. Okay, Aokiji. I don't know how to read this guy. He's just. I don't know how to. Just come on, man. Okay, Aokiji. Hara still lives on. Okay, Aokiji. Nice. Didn't expect that here. Yeah, okay. Maybe he's not as bad as I thought. And with that, Luffy changes the mood completely. Oh, but she's smiling. Yeah, forget about that, Robin. Put that behind you. He's gone. Go with your friends. Enjoy the party. Oh, wow. That's such a strange frame from the back of him there. He looked so skinny on that bike. Oh. I love how much Sol like just had an impact on her. In the brief time they were together. And everything he said happened for her. And she's like looking at it here in front of her now. Running towards him. Oh man. Oh. They know how to tug at your heartstrings. Oh, she's going to do that with Luffy's doing. Sanji's not having it. Yeah, Sanji's not having it. Right, that's interesting. Right, we got. God, I feel like these episodes I've taken more. These like the last 3 episodes, I've taken more notes than I have in the last 20 episodes. It's insane, like how much info has been dropped. The bit at the end there was surprising with Aokiji. Like he's one of those characters that I kept kind of flip flopping where I'm like, right, I can't guess this guy's intentions, and I feel like he's kind of a good guy, but he's stuck in a bad organization, and I don't. It's weird, right? Him being good friends with Saul was surprising, considering he killed them, right? But then again, like, what can you do? Like, he's a giant, he's there, he's betrayed the world government, like, it's not as if you can sneak him out, like they did with Robin. So I kind of understand it. But, that at the end there, it kind of gave me a wee bit closure for why he did what he did, why he gave Spandam the Buster call, why he kind of sat back and just went, right, like, I can't leave her be anymore, let's just deal with it now, let's put this behind me. I've gave her 20 years, and she doesn't seem to have found a place, so now let's do it. Because he said, like, I like the way he said it, where he's like, you could have escaped from CP9 on your own, like you always do. Why didn't you do it? And I like that Robin basically, it's what he needed to hear, I think, was that way where she was willing to give up her life to save her friends. And that's a kind of like, I think maybe in Aokiji's mind, he's like, right, my friend Saul's sacrifice wasn't in vain because she's achieved what he wanted for her. She has a place now. She has a home. She has these friends. And she was willing to lay down her life for them. Whereas every other time people have got close to her, and like she's gave them the slip, got out of there, and just focused on surviving on her own, not trusting anybody. So it's really it's weird. It's a strange one where you're like, right, okay, like Aokiji's he's such a complex character, but that makes it work so well. And I can't wait to see him more in the future. Just to see him in other contexts besides this arc, I think will be interesting. The other stuff in terms of, like, we got loads of information from Coby, who basically explained to us how the Marines are able to cross the Cam Belt, with using the Sea Prism Stone on the bottom of their ships to keep, like, the Sea Kings at bay. And what I found really interesting was that they keep this secret from the public by, like, releasing fake articles of them crossing the way that normal ships do, like the Red Line. Because I remember that episode where, like, Zoro and Luffy noticed Coby in the paper, like, crossing Reverse Mountain, and, like, him and Helmeppo were, like, crying and holding on to each other. I remember that. So that was obviously a fake article to cover up the fact that they don't need to do that. They don't need to go that way. Which makes sense because it's that way of they seem to have these, like, that, the gates of justice and stuff, like all these kind of things where they kind of link these places that are kind of important to them, like the three kind of, like, it was like Enies Lobby, it was like the prison, and like HQ, like Marine HQ. So that's interesting that they, like, Cam Belts mean nothing to them basically, whereas for, like, pirates that don't know about this, that's like the Cam Belt's a problem. Another interesting thing that was brought up was Dr. Vegapunk. Now, apparently this is the man who is, like, he figures all this stuff out for the world government. And, Coby was full of praise for him. And he, like, we've seen, obviously, like, been talk of like the way devil fruits are used in documenting stuff. Apparently he plays a part in that as well. So this feels like a key figure for the world government that will be very interesting to meet. You know, if he is able to, you know, figure out how the devil fruits work, and, you know, like they were talking about making devil fruits, if that becomes a possibility, then that's a game changer. That is a big game changer. And so I'd like to meet that character. There are a few kind of like, I want to see what the admiral was like. The one that's like, you know, that sucks. Is it Akinu? I want to see him because I've only seen him in the flashback. And then there's one more admiral I haven't seen. And now we're introduced to this Dr. Vegapunk, and I've seen the fleet admiral. So loads of kind of like, right, here's like the world feels like it's being filled out more. Like we're just getting this information about like the structure of the world government, how they operate, how they have the technology that they have, and how they kind of keep the public in the dark. Because that was interesting as well, where Helmepo and Coby were talking about the fact that basically all the blame of Ennie's lobby is getting put on Luffy. Even though they blew it up themselves with the Buster Call, they don't say that. They basically said, Straw Hat Luffy's responsible. He destroyed Ennie's lobby. But they don't mention CP9 because that's a secret organisation. So it's not like it's been declared to the world, or Luffy's beat Rob Lucci of CP9. They're not supposed to exist. So everybody in the world's going to know is these evil pirates showed up and destroyed this island, which is what I should expect from them at this point, really. So that's where we stand. We're having, it's good vibes, right? It was a bit of a roller coaster there with Aokiji at the end, because I was like, I was getting that feeling to be like, oh no, right, okay, it's not over yet. What's going to happen? But we're having a party. Aokiji seems content to be leaving us alone. Hey, if somebody that strong, who is meant to be one of the 3 strongest people in the world government, if he's looking at us and going, they're cool, you know, like, Nico Robin, good, you found good people, you chill out there. Hey, that's nothing but a win for us. You know, I am quite happy with that. Thank you, Aokiji. See you later, buddy. You know, have a great time. We will continue doing what we're doing. You just go over there, because that is not a fight we can win. Like, we saw that clearly. Like, even with all the power-ups we got in this arc, I don't want to step to this guy. Like, we're not ready for that. We're not ready. There are a few people in this series that I've seen where I'm like, nah, we're not there. You know, Mihawk being one of the first ones that came in, but it was just like, yeah, okay, no. And like Aokiji, in terms of like the ones where, like, you know about the status of some of the ones, like Whitebeard and Shanks, and like maybe like the Fleet Admiral and stuff. But as in terms of like the ones that we've seen, like Mihawk and Aokiji, those two were just so over the top, like OP, where you were just like, what do we do here? Like, how do we combat this? And obviously I know that, you know, since Mihawk, like, the crew's all gotten stronger, but still, like, he made a demonstration during that fight with Zoro at the time, and it was basically to say, this is fun and games for me, this is nothing, right? And the fact that he holds the title as the world's greatest swordsman, I can't wait to see him again. I can't wait to just meet some of these characters that are being hinted at. But yeah, guys, great episode. Feel good vibes, but also worrying vibes because of Aokiji, but it all worked out well. So yeah, let's get into it. The next one, episode 316. Let's do it. Oh man, this is some of my favourite times in these arcs. It's just like the good vibes, you know, everybody just having a great time. All the characters that we've met in the arc, all the good characters anyway, just having like a ball, you know. I'd say probably my favourite one was maybe the Skypiea one, like party-wise. 5 Elder Stars. Oh, is that the... Are those the kind of like... Sent out to the New World has been defeated. Red-haired Shanks and Edward Newgate. Whitebeard. Oh my god, are we about to see that? Is that... Oh god, right. I thought that's what we were about to see there. I was like, oh my goodness. Shanks. Oh my god, that is... Oh my god, is this... Oh, what is going on with this arc? Oh, let's see this. I've not seen Shanks in so long. Oh my god, this is... Red hair is here. Let's do this. Oh, these are Whitebeard's crew. Is Ace there? Oh no, he's still out trying to get Blackbeard, isn't he? Yeah, what? Why are people fainting? Guess it's already too late. This guy seems to know what's going on. Yeah, he doesn't seem worried about it. Those who lack metal can't stay conscious in front of that man. Okay, Shanks. So Shanks' mere presence? Hacky. What is that? What is happening? What does hacky mean? Bit of intimidation I gave off since I... Oh my god. Scar that guy gave me frobs. What guy? Oh, don't... Come on, give me some info here. Like, what... This is just such a... This man who shows up throwing his hacky around. What is hacky? You're Marco of the 1st Division. Why don't you... Shanks trying to poach people's crew members from him, like right in front of the guy? Come on, Shanks. Oh, okay, they're going to have a chat. Going to have a nice chat. It's booze from my hometown. Oh, Shanks, man. Oh, I hope Shanks going to find out what happened with Luffy. Because I think the last time we saw him was when, like, Mihawk was showing him, like, Luffy's bounty. Roger, Gap. Oh, Luffy's granddad get a mention? There aren't many people left who know about that era. 22 years. You sure have worked your way up the ladder. You're just a young apprentice on Goldie Rogers' ship. What? Wait, whoa. Shanks and Buggy were members of Goldie Rogers' crew. Whitebeard's talking about Buggy? What is going on here? Many passed down stories about the days when you and Hawkeye used to duel like ledge. Right, okay. That makes sense. It was clear from the interaction that Shanks and Hawkeye had a relationship. What enemy did you give your left arm to? It was a Sea King, actually. Not really somebody you know. I bet it. Oh, Shanks. That's right. Bet it on Luffy. He has no regrets. Don't worry about that, big man. Just you drink your sake. This wasn't a win from an adventure. One received from Hawkeye. Okay, we're getting Shanks' Scar's backstory. One of your men. Oh, okay. Right. So Shanks after Blackbeard as well? So Shanks is basically saying he sees that Blackbeard is a problem, and he's been a problem for a while, and now they have to deal with it. Oh, and he's right. So he's basically saying, like, I didn't let my guard down when he did this to me, So get Ace back. Still too soon for those. Okay. Oh. Does Shanks know that Luffy and Ace are brothers? Is that why he's doing this? Trying to protect Ace, maybe? Talk to me, snot-nosed brat. Oh God. Oh, the music has turned ominous here. Yeah, well, I can understand that. But that can't be you can't let that go. They're all my sons, no matter how foolish they are. Okay, so he's thinking about the person that was killed. Okay, I can understand that. That seems fair. Oh, oh, oh. Are these two going to fight here? Oh my God, what is happening? Is that what's about to happen? Oh my God, oh. Oh, whoa, where did they pull that from? Oh, Shanks' crew is like, oh. It's not the time to pull a stupid stunt. I don't know what's happening here. Guys, I'm lost. What is happening? This is awesome, right? But oh, don't cut away, don't come back to, no, I like the Frankie family, but come on. Oh, so the newspaper and stuff like just blamed it all on Luffy. That's good. That's good, right? That means like the Frankie family and the people from like Galila won't get pulled into it. So in a sense, it's a good thing. What's the deal when the Frankie family went on such? Yeah. Oh. Oh, was it Garp that kind of protected them? Oh, okay. Okay. Oh, Aokiji? Okay, like I'm getting more and more. Yeah, Robin, he is hard to figure out, but he's swaying me more and more. Burning down Island was Erdo. Yeah, you guys are getting blamed. Our bounties will go up again. Oh my God! Right, I did the bounty prediction video. Could we be seeing some new bounties here? And we'll see if I got them right. Oh, Sanji has been want a bounty ever since like Luffy got his first one. Oh my God! Yes, thank you. Iceberg going to help Frankie build the ship. Tom's workers back again, and Yokozuna's there helping as well. Oh. And the gap. Polly, Tailstone, and Lulu. Everybody wants to help. Come on. Oh. Oh, Luffy's just finding out about the ship. That's right. He was sleeping when they had that conversation. I forgot about that. Nice guy. Yeah, he's a nice guy. When are we going to have the conversation now about him joining the crew? Who did the 100 million berries? I gave it to buy meat and booze. Oh my God, he used all their money for that party. Oh, she's going to go crazy. Oh, Nami. We're getting a ship for free, so that's, well, not really for free. It cost us 200 million, but we would have had to spend it anyway to get it. Yeah, that's what I was saying, Luffy. Oh. That's the worst she's beat him up, probably. He's still got the big lump on his head. So we're just casually exploring the town now, just waiting for our ship to be built. Okay. So yeah, I forgot. So it looks like that's kind of like, that episode would have probably ended differently if it wasn't leading into filler episodes next, I'm thinking, right? So because the next three are going to be filler, I'm guessing it's going to be like 3 filler episodes like in Water 7. So I'll watch them in my own time and then come back in the next video with the next canon ones. But Oh man, guys, like these episodes, man, it's insane. Like I thought that the last like stretch of like when we were in Ennie's lobby was insane, non-stop, like bang, 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 info, action, just so much happening. But even after the arc's been done, like we get out of Ennie's lobby, it's like bang, right, here we go. Going Mary's funeral, both devastating. Then back to Water 7, you get like the Frankie going to build a ship reveal. Luffy's granddad shows up. Turns out he's, you know, like a hero in the Marines and like a vice admiral. And turns out his dad's a revolutionary. And so Aokiji turns up and, you know, like speaks to Robin, basically lets us go again. Then Shanks and Whitebeard meeting up in the New World, which we now know is the second half of the Grand Line, where the kind of like 4 emperors are. So that's the kind of like the last part of the Grand Line, if that is right what I'm saying. Like that's the bit, that's the sea that you basically need to go to become the Pirate King. Once you get to the end of that, I don't know how it works exactly. Like, I don't know how you are declared the Pirate King. Like, let's just say that Luffy wasn't in it, right? Luffy wasn't part of the equation, right? So how would one of these 4 emperors who are fighting for the position, it seems like, how would one of them be declared as the Pirate King? What do you have to do to get that title? What did Goldie Roger, was it just acknowledged by everybody to be like, right, that's the guy, he is the king of the pirates. Boom, done. What is the kind of qualification of it? Do you have to like kind of beat your peers in that last sea? I don't know, right? Just like there's a load of stuff to process in these episodes. Like it seems like Shanks is one of the most powerful people in the series, right? If the way I'm looking at it, right, and I want to get into the Shanks being Goldie Rogers and Shanks and Buggy. I'll get into that in a minute. I'll talk about that in a minute, right? But like the fact that we saw when we first introduced to Whitebeard, his kind of caption said the world's strongest man, right? So he's like the author is telling us this is the strongest man in the world, right? Shanks just kind of went toe to toe with him. I understand that basically this is an old man that is hooked up to like IVs and stuff, and he's clearly under like medical care. So probably not at his best. You know, it's like Shanks is like the new guy coming through. Whitebeard's part. He mentioned like Garp. He mentioned Roger and like Sengoku, like the Fleet Admiral. So he mentioned those guys. So that was his kind of like era. And then he was saying like Shanks and Mihawk coming through with like the new generation. So to see that, to see them clashing with each other, and like the clouds parting from them, like kind of clashing swords. My God, like just like it shows you the kind of like ceiling of we are nowhere near these people. It's just like you have these guys and you have like Aokiji, you have Mihawk. It's just like they're on a different level, and I love that because it's a way where not a lot of shonen series do it, where they kind of display to be like, this is where we need to go. Because I think the problem with a lot of things is they don't write long form stories like Oda does, so they don't have like the vision to be like, I know exactly how strong I want these people to be, and I want to kind of show you it so you can in the future can be like, right, what do we do to get to that person's level? Whereas in other shonen, it's just kind of like they like to hide how strong people are because they don't actually know themselves at that point. They write it in as it progresses to kind of like fit in with, you know, like the characters getting stronger as they go. Whereas in this, like I feel like Oda's just like everything's planned out. He knows exactly. He's made this world feel so lived in and so well thought out that I just have complete faith now. Where I'm just like, right, okay, just Just take me on this journey. Just take me on the journey, right? First of all, Shanks being a member of Goldie Rogers' crew is not that surprising, considering who he is in the pirate world. This in current time, like nobody would bat an eye if it was declared that he was part of that crew, right? Buggy being part of that crew really surprised me. So basically, when we saw the flashback, right, when we were in was it Orangetown, and we got the flashback of Shanks and Buggy when they were young, and Shanks accidentally scared Buggy and he ate the devil fruit and lost his map and stuff, and he blamed Shanks. That interaction, did that happen on Goldie Rogers' ship? If that is the case, that is absolutely insane. I don't think I can be surprised anymore. It's like the littlest things that are going to come back now. I just need to accept it. I just need to accept it and just keep an open mind and be like, right, what's next? What is next? The one thing that they kept mentioning, and I don't know if this is spoilers or not, just if it is, just don't tell me. But they kept mentioning Haki, Haki, Haki. They kept mentioning that, and Shanks, it was weird. The way they described it was his presence, and it was making them faint. Whitebeard's crew started fainting, and I thought it was just a kind of is it his aura kind of thing? But then it physically was damaging the ship. It was like a gust of and you saw the ship cracking, and he said what was it? Something I'm on I had to show a little bit of intimidation because I'm on an enemy ship kind of thing. So he's doing that. He is consciously doing that as he stepped foot on that ship. But what does it mean? That's the question. And like I said, if you can't tell me, don't tell me. I'm sure this is the thing. Everything that happens now, I expect it to be explained. Oda's going to have it. Don't worry about it. It will be explained eventually. That's fine. In most other kind of series, you worry where you're are they going to clarify that? Is that going to be brought up again? In this series, I have none of those concerns. I know that things will be addressed, and it might be a bit down the line, but it will get to a point where it will be explained, and when it is explained, it will make sense. It will be written in a way where the time of the reveal will make a lot more sense. And I just have that faith in Oda now. But I'm wondering, like I was saying in the episode there, is the reason that he showed up there, said these things to Whitebeard, speaking about Blackbeard, speaking about how he got the scars, warning Whitebeard about Blackbeard. I feel like that's because it's Ace. I feel like he knows that Ace is Luffy's brother, and he's basically showed up to be I didn't let my guard down, and I'm one of the 4 strongest pirates. He did some damage to me. Ace isn't ready to fight this guy. That's the way I interpreted that from Shanks there, where he's kind of he's just asking Whitebeard, just get him to come back, because he's just that isn't a fight he can do. Shanks wants to take on Blackbeard by the sounds of it, and he's basically looking for Whitebeard's blessing to be listen, I know he was a member of your crew, did some bad stuff, killed a crewmate, but he's basically asking, can you step aside? You're too emotional about this. I'll deal with it. I'll deal with him. I've got a grudge against him. I'll go and deal with it. Get Shanks back here. And Whitebeard just wasn't for having that. And I can understand it. I can understand it, because the way he described it, he said that, listen, once a person joins my crew, they become my sons. And that he must have that kind of and he's not saying it in terms of to protect Blackbeard. He was basically saying, what about the soul of my son who was killed? So he's saying it for the person that Blackbeard killed and ran away, he wants that justice. He wants that revenge, so that his crewmate's soul can there's no lingering feelings there. So I can see both sides. Seem like, this is the thing, they don't seem like bad guys, right? Which makes me worried about the other two emperors, because if we have to get to a point where we get to this new world and we have to fight these emperors to become the Pirate King, I don't see them all being kind of like decent guys. Shanks is a good guy. It looks like this Whitebeard guy seems okay. I need to see more, but I'm going to guess the other two are not like that, because we need to have like villains on that level that we need to get past. You know, I don't see Luffy fighting Shanks after everything that's happened. You know, it's not something I can see. I don't really want them to fight Whitebeard just because Shanks is there. Not Shanks, Ace is there. Ace is part of Whitebeard's crew, so I don't want to have to go up against Ace, even though Luffy and Ace like joked about it in Alabasta to basically be like, we're going to have to fight someday because like, I want to make Whitebeard king of the pirates. You know, it's that way where it's just like there's so much that just happened, and I need to just process it, guys. I need to go and like just look at these notes and just kind of go. I'm going to go back and watch these episodes again, and just try and take in like, because like there was a load of stuff from like the conversation between like Coby and Helmeppo and Luffy when they were talking about all the stuff with the world government. I want to go back and watch that and take a couple more notes. And then, again, the interaction between Shanks and Whitebeard to see if there was anything I kind of missed or misinterpreted from that interaction. Yeah, so I'm going to do that. I'm going to go back, take some notes on those kind of two bits, because that was, again, just so much stuff just happening and just being thrown out there. Oh, guys. Great episodes, non-stop in this arc. It's just like, give me a breather, bring back Foxy. Let's have another Davy back fight. Come on, let's do this. Just like, let me just have like a goofy time without, you know, just being like sitting here every episode just being like, what's happening? Like, what is going on? Like, there's so much stuff to take in. But yeah, that's what's so special about it. That's what's so special about this world that's been created here. It's the fact that these last kind of 10 episodes or so has just been like bang, bang, bang. Like one of the best stretches I've ever seen in anime. Without a doubt. Fantastic. Yeah, guys, thanks so much for watching. If you made it this far and you haven't subscribed, please consider doing so. Everyone that has comes back, watches, comments, likes the videos. Thank you guys so much. I really appreciate it. And I will see you all on the next one. Thanks, guys.